Welcome to Orthodox World This Week, Orthodox news in the digital space. I am your host, Femi Anwargis. First of all, the OCP Media Network wishes all our viewers greetings of the Holy Nativity and Epiphany. Let's see the updates from the Orthodox world. His Beatitude, Georgios, the Archbishop of New Justinia and Old Cyprus, enthroned. His Beatitude Georgios III, Archbishop of New Justinia and Old Cyprus, was enthroned on January the 8th, 2023 at the Cathedral in Nicosia. Members of the Holy Synod of the Church of Cyprus attended the enthronement service. Archbishop of Athens and all Greece, President of the Republic of Cyprus, the Speaker of Representatives in Cyprus, and Minister of Education and Religious Affairs of Greece attended the enthronement. Metropolitan Georgios was elected as Archbishop of New Justinia and Old Cyprus by the Holy Synod of the Church of Cyprus on December 24, 2022. The elections to the throne of Archbishop of Cyprus started as his throne became vacant due to the demise of his Beatitude Chrysostomos II. Former Patriarch Irenaeus of Jerusalem enters eternal rest. Former Patriarch Irenaeus of Jerusalem entered eternal rest on January 10, 2023 in Athens. Patriarch Irenaeus was the Patriarch of Jerusalem from 2000 to 2005. Patriarch Irenaeus was born on 17 April 1939 in Samos, Greece. He moved to Jerusalem in 1953. He was elected Patriarch on 13 August 2001 and was enthroned on 15 September 2001 as the Patriarch of the Holy City of Jerusalem and all Palestine. In 2005, he was dethroned and was later degraded to a monk. The church deposed Irenaeus in 2005 over allegations that he signed a land deal handing over the prime church properties to Jews who seek to increase their presence in the predominantly Arab East Jerusalem, which the Palestinians want for capital of a future state. Irenaeus refused to recognize his ouster and locked himself in a room in the Patriarchate. In 2019, he returned to Greece, where he spent the rest of his time. His Beatitude, Patriarch Theophilos III of Jerusalem, received OCP chairman. Orthodox Cognate Page chairman, Dr. John G. Panagatou, visited his Beatitude, Patriarch Theophilos III of Jerusalem, at the Greek Orthodox Patriarchate of Jerusalem on December 31st, 2022. During the lengthy private meeting, many topics regarding theology, liturgy, worship, ecclesiology, higher education, and the role of the Church of Jerusalem in the world today were discussed. At the meeting, Dr. Panagatou presented his Beatitude with copies of his publications, The Path to Oikonomia with Jesus Christ as a Lighthouse, and Workbook Companion to The Path to Oikonomia with Jesus Christ as our Lighthouse. The Patriarch then presented a replica icon of Our Lady of Jerusalem to the Panagatous. The head of the Ministry of Culture of Ukraine officially announced that the state was taking the churches away from the Ukrainian Orthodox Church. Minister of Culture made a shocking statement, the essence of which was that this Ukrainian state in the 21st century was returning to totalitarian principles in its relations with the religious organizations and could allow itself not to give back but to take away from the church religious buildings constructed by it. The Information and Education Department of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church informs about it. The minister communicated in his post on Facebook, the Commission for Delivery Acceptance of the Dormition Cathedral and the Refectory Church from the Ukrainian Orthodox Church to the state has completed its work. At the same time, he did not conceal the fact that the church actually had not transferred anything to the state and had not signed any documents concerning that. The minister pointed out that the state was taking back the church buildings even without the church's consent. Last time, it was the representatives of the totalitarian communist regime who had declared the expropriation of the churches of the Lavra. Since then, there were attempts of the Ukrainian state to depart from the consequences of the use of Soviet methods of developing relations between the state and the church. And finally, in the 32nd year of the independence of Ukraine, a state official once again, contrary to all the democratic commitments, makes a statement resembling Soviet decrees on returning churches to the state. With that, it is stated by the head of the ministry, directly responsible for carrying out the decommunization. He points out in his post that the Ukrainian sanctuary should serve the entire Ukrainian people. However, he leaves unexplained why millions of the faithful of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church, including those who are defending Ukraine in the ranks of the armed forces of Ukraine, are no longer considered by him to be the representatives of the Ukrainian people, as they have been deprived of the right to pray in a church where they prayed throughout the last 30 years. The Charter of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church does not contain any provisions that could hint at the connection with Moscow, head of the legal department. The head of the legal department of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church underlined during a press conference on 29 December 2022 in the Kiev that any provisions that at least somehow hinted at or indicated the connection with Moscow were excluded from the Charter on the Administration of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church adopted at the Council of 27 May 2022. The Information and Education Department of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church informs about it. Thus, as a result of the work of the Council, additions and amendments to the Charter on the administration of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church indicated not only the administrative independence, which had existed before as well, as per the Tomos of the Patriarch Alexios of Moscow and Old Rus of 27th October 1990, but also the complete canonical independence of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church and its association from the Moscow Patriarchate were made. All provisions regarding the connection of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church with the Russian Orthodox Church have been excluded from the Charter. In particular, that concerns the provisions in which it was stated that the Ukrainian Orthodox Church was a self-governing part of the Russian Orthodox Church. Regulations of councils of the Russian Orthodox Church are not a ground for the activity of the Council of Bishops of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church anymore. The Metropolitan of Kiev and all Ukraine has ceased his membership in the Holy Synod of the Russian Orthodox Church. The primate of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church shall be elected by bishops of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church for life without further blessing by the Patriarch of Moscow and all Rus. The name of the Patriarch of Moscow and all Rus is not commemorated in all churches and monasteries of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church during divine services. Apart from that, it has been specified in the Charter that the leading center of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church is located in the city of Kiev. The issue of renewing chrism preparation in the city of Kiev and opening Ukrainian Orthodox parishes abroad in the direct subordination to the Ukrainian Orthodox Church for the citizens of Ukraine, which are characteristics of an independent church, was considered at the Council as well. After the amendments to the Charter were adopted, they were sent to the President of Ukraine, to the Cabinet of Ministers, as well as to the State Service for the Ethnical Policy and Freedom of Conscience, with the request to notify the appropriate state bodies, the regional administrations of the new status of the Ukrainian Orthodox Church, pointed out the head of the legal department. Patriarch Porphyry calls for peace in Kosovo and conveyed message for injured in Stupsi shooting. Patriarch Porphyry, Archbishop of Pech and Patriarch of Serbia, celebrated the Feast of Nativity on January 7th, 2023, in the liturgy at the Church of Saint Sava. The festive gathering was attended by the first Deputy Prime Minister in charge of Foreign Policy and Security and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ivica Dasik, Director of Administration for Cooperation with Churches and Religious Communities, Member of Parliament, Prince Philip and Princess Danica. The Patriarch, in his address, mentioned issues in Kosovo and Metohije. His Holiness also mentioned the injured Milos and Stefan from Stupse, who were shot by Kosovo security forces. Pope Tawadros II serves Christmas liturgy in Nativity Cathedral. Pope Tawadros II of Alexandria, Primate of Coptic Church, presided over the Christmas liturgy at Nativity Cathedral in Egypt's new administrative capital. A number of church pontiffs, priests, and deacons, and a large number of church children participated in the prayer. His Excellency President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, President of the Republic, attended the liturgy. First Hierarch of Russian Orthodox Church outside Russia sends letter of support to the Brethren of Kiev Caves Lavra. His Eminence Metropolitan Nicholas, the first Hierarch of the Russian Orthodox Church outside Russia, sent a letter of support to Metropolitan Pavel of Chernobyl and the Brethren of the Kiev Caves Lavra on January 3rd, 2023. Check our website for the detailed letter. Romanian Orthodox Church declares 2023 as the solemn year of the pastoral care of the elderly. Holy Synod of Romania has declared 2023 as the solemn year of the pastoral care for the elderly and a commemorative year of hymnographers and church chanters, reports Basilica News Agency. The declaration was made after the celebration of the New Year's liturgy on the 1st of January 2023. His beatitude, Patriarch Daniel explained the theological, spiritual, and missionary significance of the solemn and commemorative year of 2023. The Patriarch of Romania also presented the icon of the year 2023 depicting the righteous Simon, the God receiver, and Saint Anna, the prophetess, two Old Testament characters who became worthy to live over 100 years and see infant Jesus Christ. Thank you for watching Orthodox World this week. See you soon with more updates.